Hello everyone, this is Gabriel from Third Eyes here, and today we're going to do pick a card reading. It is somewhere between day 5 to day 7 in the circuit breaker that Singapore government has implemented, and I thought this would be really nice to just check in with everybody and see how everyone is doing. So the title of this pick a card reading is How Can You Care for Yourself Right Now? Okay, and this is meant to be timeless, but in any case we will take the context of the circuit breaker. So if you're ready, here we go. Alright everyone, we are now at the card selection portion of the video. So in front of you there are 5 piles. This is pile A, pile B, pile C, D, and E. So you can take your time, take a pause to just take a few deep breaths before you make your choices. So what I want you to do now is look at the crystals and the piles in front of you and just trust your gut feeling, your gut instinct, and pick a pile that best serves you. Pick a pile that you think will work for you at this point in time with regards to how you can care for yourself right now. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat the pile again, this time with the name of the crystal. This is pile A with the Shiva Lingam. This is pile B with an aquamarine. This is pile C with a labradorite. Pile D with a red jasper. And pile E with a sodalite. Okay, so once you have made your choice and your selection, you can just jump into the timestamp for this video. You can look for the timestamp in the description of the video, and you can either fast forward the video to that timestamp and look at the results that you pick, or you can simply click the timestamp if you're watching this video from YouTube. Okay, so if you're ready, let's start with pile A. Alright, so this is the reading for all of you who have picked pile A. Okay, and you picked the Shiva Lingam pile. Okay, and we will go ahead to see how you can care for yourself right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 3 tarot cards. Okay, let's just see what's coming in. This is, okay, Temperance. We have 3 of Wands. And we have 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the obvious standout for me is the Temperance card. Okay, because this is the major arcana. Temperance always talks about a kind of balance and moderation. Okay, so I think the very first thing that that's coming up for me right now is that, you know, your reading is all about moderation. Okay, and so it feels like, okay, so 3 of Wands has something about expanding your horizons, and 9 of Pentacles is about it's about your own resources, your own worth. Okay, just give me a moment, let's just see what this is. Okay, so I get a sense that, you know, these are telling you to look at what you have at the moment, okay? Not just in terms of your resources, but also in terms of the experience you have garnered for yourself, in all the learnings you've got, all the experiences that you've had, perhaps traveling experiences and all that, in the last few years, okay? So the sense I get is that now is not the time for you to act or do anything new. Now it's a time to focus on what you have, especially when I see the 9 of Pentacles. You know, it is an appreciation of the present, appreciation of the things that you have around you. Okay, and even this 3 of Wands, even though it talks about a state of expansion, the way the Paulina Tarot does the 3 of Wands, you know, it's like this guy sort of flourishing, and these 2 things are sort of around him, and he's like, ta-da, you know. It feels like it's about appreciating the present in terms of the experiences and the resources that you have at the moment. Yeah, and, you know, looking at life from that space. Okay, and I get a sense that perhaps the recent, you know, circuit breaker has thrown a spanner into your plans, your plans for expansion, your plans for traveling, and or even if you have a business and all that, right? Or you want to start like a big personal project that is sort of like a business. It feels like the recent circuit breaker and lockdown has sort of like stopped you from really expanding. Okay, but I think the cards are saying that don't worry about it right now. Just focus on what you have. Okay, focus on what's present and what's available for you at the moment. And okay, let's look at two other things that you can look at. Okay, I'm going to open the astrology cards. Okay, we have earth elements. Okay, so this two are sort of similar. And we have Pisces, I believe. Okay, so these two are very, very yin card. Okay, they are very receptive. They are very, well, in some way, they are quite feminine. So, I think it goes back to this idea that now is not the time to act or do anything. Now is the time to receive, to conserve, to consolidate. Okay, so when I see this, it's about consolidating, it's about grounding, and when I see this, it is also the sense of receiving, and maybe this one is not quite consolidating, but it is Pisces, which is a water sign, which is a feminine and yin energy. Okay, so I feel like this one is about dreaming. It's about allowing yourself to, at the moment, okay, you can't do anything new, so why not spend the time to dream new possibilities. Dream new possibilities that you can perhaps later work on when all this is over. Take stock. Yeah, take stock. Okay, and allow yourself to look at what else can be possible. Start researching. You may not have the ability to act now. Okay, if you do, great for you. If you don't, that's fine. Start researching, start imagining new possibilities, start exposing yourself to new ways of being, new ways of doing things. Okay, and when all this is over, you can actively create these new possibilities that you thought of, that you have meditated on, that you have sort of researched and thought about during this period. Okay, and let's just look at some more cards. Okay, let's just look at the last two cards, and we have White Tara, Purification. Okay, these two are very, very similar in energy. Okay, so the next thing is the other card is the Balance card. Okay, balance, or it is perfect just the way it is. Own and acknowledge every part of you, and you will find the balance you are seeking. So Balance card, okay, so this is the same energy as the Temperance card, which is about balance and moderation. Okay, okay, let's just see what else. So I think one other practical thing that you can do to care for yourself at the moment is to purify. Okay, purify in the sense of cleansing and purifying yourself at the moment, and there are many ways you can do it. I think these two are together. Like I said just now, these two are together because it's about going to this spiritual kind of mode. Yeah, and there are many ways to purify yourself. You can meditate, you can cleanse, you can clean up your life, your room, your mailbox, your emails, and you can write, you can clarify your mind, your intention. I think there's very little for you to do right now, so why not take the time to just purify. And especially if we are talking about certain plans in your life that you want to put in motion. Perhaps when I see this card, I get a sense that you want to expand you want to go into some kind of expansion in some way, and and maybe you feel that you can't do that right now. So this card is saying that, okay, since you can't exactly put things into motion, since you can't do or act anything, why not take the time to just purify those plans? When I say purify those plans, I mean really look at the plans, dissect it, analyze it, see how it can work. Sometimes when we are doers, we tend to just do things without really thinking much, right? We do things without thinking much because that's how we roll, baby. And yeah, when you do things without thinking much, one of the good things is that you get things moving, you get things going, okay? And on the other side of the coin, there are those who think a lot but they don't do anything, okay? And if you are like a doer, this time it is time for you to just not do, to just hold on at the moment, just hold, just look at what you have, to just consolidate, okay? And purify any plans that you have, any new actions that you want to do. Since you can't do anything anyway, why not take the time and opportunity to actually just go through them again and see how you can make them better, how you can clean it up a little bit, okay, so that it will actually work. Okay, so yeah, I think this is all I have for you. Okay, those of you who picked the Shiva Lingam Pal, this is all I have for you, and I hope this works for you. Okay, remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested to do like a reading with me, feel free to look me up and do share this with all your friends. And I will see you until next time. Okay? Alright, bye bye. Hello, all of you who have picked Pal B. This is the Aquamarine Pal. Okay, and this is for the question how you can care for yourself right now. So let's go ahead and start with opening the tarot cards. Okay, I'm just gonna put this over here. Let's start with opening the tarot cards. Okay, and okay, let's start with this. Opening the tarot cards. Okay, and let's just look at what's sort of happening in your life at the moment. Okay, we have the reverse 8 of Cups. We have the reverse Hermit, and last card is 7 of Pentacles. Okay, whew, all right. Okay, now firstly, when I see this, so the reverse 8 of Cups, there's a sense of too much, a sense of like overindulgence. It seems that there is something that you need to move on and away from. Okay, if you look at this card in the right side up, this guy is sort of like trying to cross the bridge. Okay, but it's reversed, so he's like overstaying his welcome. He's not really crossing the bridge at all. He should be crossing, but he's not crossing. Okay, I also sense like a reluctance and hesitation to cross the bridge. And okay, so the reverse Hermit, sometimes I think it suggests there is a refusal to undertake this journey of being alone. Sometimes the reverse Hermit can be about spirit guides, the spiritual realm, the guides that are sort of like working with you. And when it's reversed, it's sort of like saying that you are not listening to your guides, your intuition. You should be crossing the bridge, and you should be crossing the bridge because all the signs or the guides are saying so. But somehow you are just ignoring the call, okay? And it feels like there is a distrust, sort of like a distrust to the guidance that is sort of abiding you, okay? Yeah, you're not listening to any internal advice, any internal guidance, okay? And I also feel like if you're getting any vivid dreams lately, perhaps this is the time to actually look at them and see what is really telling you, okay? Okay, 7 of Pentacles is like sort of like reaping some kind of reward. It's sort of like yeah, in the traditional symbology of the Rider's-Waite Tarot, the 7 of Pentacles is always like a guy sort of like farming, and looking at the results that he has created through his own effort and toil. So I get a sense that this is actually the time for you to look at, or rather one of the self-care thing you need to do is remind yourself what is it that you always want to have. You could have been working on something already, and it's like you, yeah, it seems like you have been working on something already. It's just that you weren't really fully, into it, and or rather you were fully into it, um, but it's just that you sort of got busy and you forget about it, and this kind of sort of reminding you that there's this thing that you're working on, okay, and you have been reaping results. So don't just ignore it, and remember to come back to it, okay. So it feels like it feels like this is something about what you can individually create for yourself. What is it that what is the thing that you always want to have. Okay, so I'm gonna add a bit more cards. Let's open these two cards and see what's up. Okay, we have the sun. Ooh, nice. Okay, and oh wow, North Node. Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay, so these two cards are really, really big cards about mission, about your calling and your purpose. Okay, um, sun is always something that makes you feel fulfilled and happy, and the North Node is a card that talks about the mission, that big mission that is, and that big mission that you are going towards in terms of your personal journey. Okay, so I feel like this is like, yeah, so this is, wow, well, this is really, really life affirming. I feel like this ties into the Eight of Cups, the reverse Eight of Cups, which is, I said just now that this is about a situation in which you are lingering. Yeah, okay, so I think what this is about is that you have been in a situation that is comfortable, and it is like not your final destination, okay? And you have overstayed your welcome for some reason. You know that you need to move on, from this and cross the bridge into something else. But it feels like you are not really listening and heeding the call of the mission and the purpose that you should be going towards. In other words, I think you are very comfortable where you are right now, and you know that somehow, even though you are comfortable, there is a sense of being stuck. Okay, and I think what this means really is for you to really, it's time for you to create a life that you actually really want. Okay, it's time for you to embody your mission, your life's purpose, as well as what makes you feel fulfilled. Okay, perhaps you are in a job that is comfortable, that is cushy, that brings you the money, but somehow you feel very safe with it, but not fulfilled. Okay, then this is what this is really telling you right now, is that you need to start realigning yourself with the mission, with the sense of fulfillment that you feel, perhaps working on this thing. Okay, whatever this is, just remind you of the result that you have acquired and attained for yourself previously when you're working on this. Okay, be it a personal project, a personal business, or whatsoever. Okay. Okay, let's just see what else is coming in. Yeah, so I think really start to create a life that you actually want. Okay, start living a life that you actually want. And okay, I'm gonna draw the last two cards. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, oh, Sila, okay. Okay, we have Manjushri, listen, and we have, oops, and we have Angel over me. Yeah, and then see what's behind. Protection card, angel wings around you, trust, replace fear with love. You are held in the arms of an angel. So these two, okay, so these three are like sort of together. Okay, these three talk about guidance, talk about the guidance of your guides, of your spirit guides, of like your angels, your guides, the masters, the beings, the entities, the spiritual helpers that's working with you. Don't ignore them. Okay, you are ignoring them. Okay, with regards to this mission, and this sense of fulfillment, you are ignoring them. But these two cards telling you to, hey, start listening. Okay, and Manjushri is the Bodhisattva of wisdom. Okay, so you need to start listening to your wisdom, to the wisdom within you, to the wisdom that your guides are sort of pointing you towards. Okay, and if there was any distrust with regards to making that move or that big career change, that big life affirming decision that makes you feel fulfilled and makes you feel like you are moving into a new and completely different direction, but it's your mission. Trust that there is some kind of guidance around you, abiding you, that's sort of protecting you. Okay, this one, all these are saying that if there is this thing that you need to do, that you need to make a change, just go for it, go do it. Okay, because the guides are saying that you are protected. Okay, they are guiding you, they're protecting you, they are bringing you towards where you need to go to, where you feel that sense of fulfillment and that sense of mission. And all you have to do is to do it, and they will be around to guide you and follow you. Okay, so wow, I think this is really, really beautiful and life affirming. And I think this is how you need to take care of yourself right now, to really listen to your guide, to work on that personal project, to work on that sense of fulfillment and that mission that you were already working on. Okay, and I think right now you just have to just go with it. Okay, so all of you who pick Pal B, the Aquamarine Pal, this is your reading. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share with your friends this pick a card reading. And until next time, I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, so all of you who have picked Palsy, this is your reading on how you can care for yourself right now. Or rather, how to care for yourself right now. Okay, so if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the 3 tarot cards. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, let's just see what's installed over here. Okay, we have 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay, these looks quite minor. It looks like minor cards. Interesting. So 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands is about defending your position. 8 of Wands is about speed, movement, and news. And 5 of Cups is disappointment. Okay. But I think the thing about the 5 of Cups that it is always about someone looking at the 3 fallen cups rather than looking at the 2 cups that's still available at the top. Okay, she chooses to look at the fallen cups. So sometimes the disappointment, the pessimism, the sadness and unhappiness that this card talks about can be in some way a refusal to look at the bright side. Okay, I'm not really getting what this is all about, so I'm going to open 2 cards from here, okay, and just see like what are the 2 things to look at. Okay, oh wow, okay, we have Pluto transformation, and we have, oh wow, Neptune sacrifice. Okay, okay, so I think I'm starting to get the narrative a little bit better. I think it feels like previously, this defense position, is against a difficult situation, okay, and it's a defense position. So while you're not really gaining ground per se, you are not really losing ground either. So it's like a sort of like you are in a space where you are fighting very hard, okay, but you're not fighting very hard to advance. You're fighting very hard to just stay intact, okay. I think the 8 of Wands, this card can suggest that there are some events that unfolded. Okay, 8 of Wands sometimes talks about news, sometimes talks about the movements of events one after the other in succession. Okay, and these events lead you to, yeah, a sense of disappointment and sadness and yeah. Okay, so these two in astrology, the Pluto and Neptune, they are really, really big cards. Okay, um, I think especially in Western astrology, these two are really, really big cards. They usually talk about big planetary transits in your life, big, you know, events that are potentially life changing. Okay, and it gives me a sense and the suggestion that whatever is it that's happening, whatever events that has happened from here, okay, they are really beyond your control. Okay, um, it feels like yeah, I mean, I'm sensing like a very dark and heavy energy. I really, yeah, these two cards are really, really difficult. Okay, when I see these two cards, it's very. The good news is it's life changing. Okay, in the sense that you are going to come out of whatever is it that's ailing you at the moment. You're going to come out as a completely different person and possibly a better version of who you can be. Now, but the bad news is that, when I see Pluto, it's very deep and intense. Okay, it's really deep and it's really intense, and it perhaps challenges your personal power. You may feel powerless. Okay, and when I see Neptune, yeah, I get a sense of helplessness. I get a sense of helplessness. Okay, so these two, this is powerless, this is helplessness, and it feels like you have no control. Okay, the sense I do get is that you're shedding skin right now. Okay, you're undergoing big and deep transformation. And whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, these events that are happening to you right now are happening to you because you have to go through them. And yeah, hopefully you will come out of it being a better version of who you can be. Okay? I think when I see these two cards, you really need to investigate, what is it that you are afraid to lose? What is something that you're afraid of being taken away from you? And also, what is it that you're pretending not to know? Because when I see Neptune, Neptune is a blurry energy. It is an energy of illusion, it's an energy of smoke and mirrors. It's like there's a sense of helplessness, there's a sense of avoidance, and when I see these two, yeah, really big transformation. And this one says fear. This one says pretending that everything is okay, pretending that oh, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, it's an illusion. Okay, but I think right now what you really need to do is to confront and face these things that you are afraid of losing, things that you are afraid, things that you are pretending not to know. Because in confronting and facing these, it will really serve you in coming out of this situation more powerfully. Okay. Okay, oh yeah, very big, deep cards. So I'm gonna open two more cards from here. So this is guidance. Okay. Release the past with the eternal winds and allow new energies to enter your life. You see, allow new energies to enter your life. You need to let go. Yeah, when I see these two cards, it's really about, okay, let go. Let go of what you need to hold on to. You are a creation that is vast and endless with no beginning and no end. Allow your life to flow like a river. The spirit of life will guide you and keep you safe. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna see what this card is about. Ah, yeah, wow, nice, nice. Okay, wow. Hello, Michael. Okay, Archangel Michael is one of my favorite archangel. He's someone that I'm working with at the moment. When Michael comes out, he's here to be a personal coach. He's here to help you fight, to help you stay on, to help you to push things through, to give you the extra boost and courage, to just keep on fighting the good fight and just push through. Okay, yeah, just allow yourself to seek guidance. Okay, allow yourself to seek guidance. I think this card also attests to the fact that you are being chaperoned by the guides, by spirit, by people around you, and you are guided at the moment. And if you ever feel like what you're going through right now is difficult, just trust that whatever is happening to you needs to happen to you, okay? And you'll be fine, okay? Seek guidance if you need, okay? And there are plenty of guidance available around you. I think out of all the other piles, this is probably the most difficult, because all the big energies are at stake, So, if this really resonates with you, if you want to work on it, you want to do something about it, come to me for a consultation. Okay, I think this is what I can offer. If you want some help to find some light at the end of the tunnel, to go through this difficult situation, come to me for a consultation, and let's just see what happens. Okay, but you got to work. Okay, I will channel Archangel Michael, and whoop your ass if I have to. Okay, this is my commitment to you. Okay, so other than that, I think this is all that I have for you. So thank you everyone who have picked the Labradorite pile. Okay, this is your reading. This is how you need to care for yourself right now. And like and subscribe to this video. And if this resonates with you, please share this pick a card reading with all your friends. And I will see you next time. Bye bye. Alright, so all of you who have picked pile D, okay, the fourth pile, okay, this is your reading. Okay, you have picked the red jasper. So let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, let's start with the 3 tarot cards over here. Okay, reverse 9 of Wands. We have reverse 8 of Swords. And we have the Fool, reverse Fool. Okay. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of reversals. Yeah, all 3 cards are reversals. Okay, so usually when I see reversals, I get a sense that things are a little bit unstable, erratic, a little bit messy. It's very hard to just root down and ground. So interestingly, both the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Swords are pictures of a character being surrounded and boxed in. Okay, you see this character is sort of injured. Okay, and he's sort of in the middle of something, and these things are sort of like his defense structure. Okay, he's sort of like voluntarily boxing himself in. Okay, and this reverse, and 8 of Swords is like, this woman is like blinded and tied up, and the sword is sort of pinning her to where she is. Okay, it's reverse. So yeah, so it's a sense of like being boxed up, being surrounded and being boxed. Okay, and the sense that I'm getting is that these boxes are creation of your mind. You may believe that you need to protect yourself so that you don't get hurt, and that even if you want to release yourself, you can't do it anyway. Okay, but the truth is in the reverse Fool. Okay, the reverse Fool says that the Fool card is always about this clown-like character that is at the edge of a cliff. Okay, and he's about to jump. Okay, he's about to take the plunge and see where it takes a. He may or may not know that there's something, that there's like he's at a cliff. Okay, but that's not important. What's important is that the Fool is this idea of like willingness and innocence and courage to take the plunge, And in reverse, there's a sense of like you're not taking the plunge because you have no faith and no trust and no courage to just do it. Okay, and it feels like all these boxes and defenses and limitations that's around you. Okay, they are being questioned right now. Okay, and you are starting to realize that okay, you are really a blank slate to begin with. Okay, and you can really let go of these limitations if you want to. However, this awareness that you are not your limitations, or rather the awareness that these boxes are just boxes that you are very comfortable with is making you uncomfortable because a large part of you has started to identify yourself with these limitations and boxes. Okay, so let's just see what else is coming up. Okay, fifth house, and we have what's this? First house. Okay, first house and fifth house. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna adjust the cards for a little bit. Okay, first house, fifth house, they are both very fiery, they are fire houses in astrology. They are fire houses, and it's all about self, about me. Okay, and I think these two are very aligned to the card and energy of the Fool. Okay, yeah, I think it's aligned to this whole idea of self-expression and pure potentiality. What you clearly need to look at is really your own, your own self-expression. Okay, which is what fifth house is about. Okay, your own self-expression, and first house is about the body, but it's also about the self. It's about you. Okay. I think he asked the question, are you really enjoying yourself? Do you feel alive? Because if you don't, then perhaps it is time for you to let go of what's trapping and ensnaring you, okay? And fully embodying that true potential that you are and you can be, okay? So together with the Fool, these cards together with the Fool, it is asking you to really fully embody yourself like a child again. Okay, fifth house is about children, so child, inner child, and the Fool, child, inner child, innocence. So similar energy. So the sense I get is that you are really allowing the limitations to really get the better of you, and you perhaps you don't dare to develop your own self-interest. You don't dare to develop your creativity, like your hobbies, your sense of fun, what gives you fun and pleasure. And yeah, I think how you can care for yourself right now is to really, time to let go of all these limitations that you put in for yourself, that you also identify with. I think this card also suggests that perhaps you are doing what you're doing because you were hurt before. Okay, the injury, the wrapping around her, okay, the bandage. Perhaps you've been hurt before, and therefore you feel like you don't want to be burned again, so you rather not fully express and expose yourself, to your own expression, your own creativity, your own fun, and your own pleasure. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the last two cards and see what's coming up. Okay, Isis, balance, career, and home life, and let's just see what's the message here. Don't get too caught up with the drama, everyday drama of life. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you to a peaceful space inside your heart, an eternal place beyond time, filled only with love. Ooh, beautiful image, yeah? Okay, so, yeah, I think this is very clear that, how you can care for yourself right now is to, don't focus on your career so much, okay? And you need to, home life is not just like home life, your family, right? It's also about your own privacy, your own private space, your private life, okay? And private life includes your own hobbies and your own expression that you do outside of your work, Okay, so if you're not developing any, if you're feeling very tied up, wound up, and you feel like you are not being you are not really expressing the fullest potential of who you can be, who you are, your true self-expression, it's time to develop some hobbies. Okay, develop some hobbies, and focus on yourself and your body. This can mean, first house, other than talking about the self as in the self, okay, but it's also about the body. So it can really mean get moving, dance, do some drama, get in touch with your body again, work out, you know, do things. It can even be yoga, right? Do things that allows you to really be creative and have that sense of self-expression. Okay. Now this card is, I think this card really says that you need to carve out some time for yourself, to just let yourself be, I get a sense that perhaps your life is very public, a lot of your life revolves around the work that you do, the career, okay? And while that has been serving you so far, you may feel that, off balance. You can feel off balance, you can feel like, like you are not yourself, okay? And I think this card really says you do need to carve out some time and space for yourself to develop your own hobbies and interests. Okay, yeah, I think this is pretty straightforward. I think you really need self-care at the moment. And yeah, go and spend some time to be creative, focus on your hobbies, focus on what is fun and any pleasure pursuits. Okay, if you're keen to look at how you are limiting yourselves based on these two cards, I'm always available. If you need someone to give you some guidance to shift out of these two, okay, and fully embody this card to be the full, to embody your inner child again, yeah, I'm always available for a consultation, book a consultation with me, okay? So otherwise, this is your reading. For those of you who picked the Red Jasper Pal D, I will see you soon. Remember to click like and subscribe to this video, and share this with all your friends, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye bye. Alright, those of you who have picked Pal E, the Solar Light Pal, this is your reading on how you can care for yourself right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what are the 3 tarot cards that's available for you. Okay, let's just see. Okay, goodness, okay, we have the reverse Hierophant, we have 7 of Swords, and we have 9 of Swords. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, so the reverse Hierophant always, so at least for me, it always talks about some kind of unorthodoxy. This card does. I get generally I get a sense of dispute over here. It may not be, but 7 of Swords, it's always about this guy who carries 4 swords, okay, and is now looking back at the 3 other swords that's too heavy for him to carry, because he can only carry 4, right? And there are 3 other swords left, and he's looking back and wondering whether these 3 swords will be used against him later. Okay, so yeah, so it's an energy of second guessing. It's an energy of, if I'm doing this now, would this be used against me later? Okay. Yeah, 9 of Swords, as an image says, it's like this woman that is haunted by something like a specter or something, around her. Okay. Okay, so okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Okay, I think yeah, I'm just gonna sense that some kind of unorthodoxy is sort of making you do certain kind of actions that causes you to second guess, and you are sort of haunted by this decision, this action. Okay, okay, it's not very clear, so I'm just gonna open two more cards. These two cards are the two things to look at. We have, okay, 11th house, friends, and we have 10th house, the world. Okay. Now, okay, I think it's a lot clearer now. Okay, so these two houses are really big in the natal chart. Okay, in astrology, these two houses are really big. Okay, it's very external, very big. It is very social. It interacts with, you know, the public and the world. Okay, you know, very big themes of, you know, your reputation and your status, and this one is about your friends, your networks and community. So, you know, I get a sense that okay, so I get a sense that some kind of unorthodoxy that you have that is about you, within you, you know, whether it's some kind of beliefs, religion, or spiritual hobbies, practice, or even just hobbies, or even sexual orientation or otherwise, okay? Anything that is not mainstream and unorthodox, okay? You're all about them, and it seems like you are afraid, you know, now that you have developed all these, now that you are this, okay, these are the swords that you are carrying. Now that you are this, would other people be against you if you are unorthodox? Okay, so it seems like, you know, you're afraid that, you know, you're afraid that um people will judge you, or you know, especially your friends, you know, and those, especially your friends will judge you. Your reputation is at stake, your networks are at stake. You know, you're afraid that because of your unorthodoxy, people are going to judge you. Okay, and you know, you're afraid that, you know, it will haunt and mar your reputation and your public life. You know, especially, you know, I also get a sense that especially the whole friends and the whole network that you're having. Yeah, the thing about the Hierophant card is that it can be quite, in its reversal, it can be quite occult in some way. So, you know, if if you live, or you are among very strict, conservative, religious community, and you practice occult spirituality in your own individual way, I think this is something that you are afraid of, that, you know, you'll be exposed and that people will not friend you anymore, that you'll be excommunicated, you know, that sort of thing. Oof, okay, this turns out to be a little bit more heavy than I thought it would be. Yeah, let's just see what else is possible. Let's just see the other two cards. Okay, priorities, King Solomon. Okay, and we have this card, rest. Switch off the mind. A short holiday will do you a world of good at this time. A change of scenery results in renewed clarity and a sense of purpose. So this card is about renewal. Okay. Okay, so okay, so frankly speaking, I feel like for this pal, there's very little that can be done at your end. I think the way to take care of yourself right now is really figure out your priorities, okay, of the moment, and, you know, focus on what is important. I mean, I suspect these things that is sort of like bothering you, they are not that important at the moment. It's not something that needs your immediate attention and confrontation at the moment. And this card says that, okay, you got priorities, okay? You have other priorities in your life that's more important than worrying about whether, you know, your secret fascination with the occult, or your secret unorthodox behavior, beliefs, and hobbies will be exposed. Okay, you have other priorities in your life that you need to work on, so focus on that. Okay, and, you know, take a break and allow yourself to take a break from perhaps the community right now. Okay, or, you know, or just simply just, you know, if that's not available, that's not possible, simply just allow yourself to just step away from this worry. Okay, take a break and allow yourself to be renewed. Okay, yeah, take a break and come back to it again perhaps after this circuit breaker. Okay, and yeah, I mean, I get a sense that you have other more pressing things to worry about anyway, so why not, right? So yeah, I think for this pal, your reading is, I would say, the most uncertain. It's the most, it's like there's something there, but we can't quite work with it or around it at the moment. So yeah, just leave it at the moment, okay? And I think this is how you can care for yourself right now. Okay, if you want more information, you want to really actively deal with this, come look for me for a consultation and let's talk. Okay. Otherwise, this is all I have for you. Pal E. Okay, this is for all of you who have picked solar lights. Okay, I hope this works for you. And remember to like and subscribe to the video. And share this with all your friends. Share this pick of card reading with all your friends. And I will see you again next time. Okay, bye.